everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods Gravitas. In the last episode, we set up that guy over there. He spins around, and he chops down trees, and he stores them in a chest. And he's pretty cool. He does a good job. Now, he's not amazing, but, I mean, in theory, he works. We'll have to see if trees actually grow there, but they should. And that's pretty cool. Now, one thing I've noticed, sort of in between, like, running around and doing stuff, is snow is very annoying. Obviously, we walk through it way slower than everything else. By the looks of things, we can remove it with heat. The torches last for a little while. You can light them up in between doing stuff. So yeah, I can see a benefit to having pathways to walk through, whether that's pathways that are lit up, or even if we set up like slabs, because obviously the snow can't drop on the slabs. Let's also toggle off that should be good. I swear, I feel like I toggled something off the other episode, like just randomly in the middle, and we got so many frames back, and I don't remember what it was, but I swear there was something we did. All right, well, I'm not too sure, but all I know is that we'll come across it at some point. So what is the plan for this episode? Well, I could make some paths around, and we may. It's possible we could do it. I think in order to do that, I would have to sort out my storage, because at the moment, all this storage here is taking up a big chunk of what is probably going to be ripped up, right? Like, realistically, like, this is nice. We can turn that into a nice path. This path that goes down here, this is pretty good too. I'm a fan of it. I like it. But up here is just very messy. For example, we need a path that allows us to, I guess, walk through here. Maybe, maybe we just, like, put a door here that leads out to here, and maybe we have a different path that eventually leads around here, you know what I mean? Like, we could do a bridge over, or even just around here. I'm not sure, but all I know is that I don't like this stuff being here, but I'm not willing to move it. not just yet, okay? It'll happen, but not just yet. This is, of course, our machine. Ooh. I think you may see some key components here that shouldn't be spinning. Okay, hold on. Let's, I know I shouldn't be picking up these saplings because they have time to grow, but there is something we have to do here. So I'm going to stop the machine. I'm going to shift right click on this side to remove that stickiness, as well as this stickiness. The only stickiness needs to be on the deployer, so far so good. Everything else appears to be fine. Okay, nice. We'll start the thing up again. And to do that, before we do that, we'll put the saplings back in. Start her up. And that should now work again. It should actually play. Why are you? Why are you? Why are you? Why do you do the things that you do? That shouldn't happen, obviously. And yet here we are. If I hover over here, as you can see, somehow it's connected to all this stuff. I think the reason that happens is because it is a radial chassis, right? So it's radial, it's meant to do a circle, which makes sense, I guess. I don't want it to do that. We're clearly going to have to figure out another way. Now, we do have these linear chassis. I'm guessing that's what we want instead. Probably rotated, if that was even possible. Let me figure out how to place these. Like that, right? And then, so if we now hover over this guy, we can't see anything. Maybe even if we look at the side here. So he's doing nothing. But in theory, I can glue this side, and I can glue this side, and now when we hover over it, you can see it highlights what it's going to grab. So, looks good. I think that will now work. We hit that. Oh, and he's grumpy. He's grumpy because these aren't coming with, which makes sense. We can fix that, I think. So we'll pick up you, and we'll pick up you, and we'll place this. No, hold on. I've got this. Listen, I've got this. What I'm gonna do? You ready? And this is some technical stuff happening here. We're going to place this one just normally. We are going to. No, that doesn't work. Okay, no. I've got this. Do I have this? If I play, hold on. listen. I swear it's doable. What if we just connect them like this? Maybe. And if I just do a bit of that. Look. It's possible. I mean, if we hover over this stuff, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but, just maybe. Yeah, hey, look at that. So the whole thing, not the important part, is spinning. Alright, so what do I do? God. Okay, I do have an idea. I don't think it's going to work though, but it's an idea. I mean, we could try that. I really don't think that's going to do anything. Maybe if I stick this side, that will somehow do something. It's spinning. What? Okay, I mean, it makes sense that it's not spinning. It doesn't make it any less annoying. Yeah, I've got this. I think... no, I don't know what to do. What about... Why was this going with the... Okay. We can figure this out. We've got this. We can think. We're humans. We've got brains. I place this here. You ready? I'm just... It's frightening how smart I am, to be honest. We place this guy here. We place this guy here. We go sticky, 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 right? And so now when we hover at this stuff, specifically this guy is going to grab this, which is going to automatically grab this, which is going to automatically grab everything else. We'll lower these to be two, I guess. Sure, that makes sense. This guy's, well, I think he's currently on 8, so we'll lower him as much as we can, which looks to be that. Boom. Nothing moves. Okay. I believe it's because... No, that's already sticky. Okay, well, that's a problem. Okay, well, I got it working. As you can see, it's not pretty at all. I tried a bunch of different things. I'm sure there's such an easier way to do it. But listen. It should work. Now, obviously, it's taking up more room than the trees need to grow, but I believe the trees will still grow regardless. I don't think it matters. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I think as long as this is moving, it doesn't actually count as being stationary. You know what I mean? Like, so it can grow in the way. So yeah, we'll see. So that's obviously a tree farm. We're going to hope that works. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Wonderful. So what is next on our list? I would like to make a drill. Right? That should hopefully allow us to do our mining way easier. We should be able to find a vein and just set it up and dig down. How does this work? So, I believe what we need are 2 main pieces. One of which is the mechanical drill. So that's going to be this guy here. The other piece is going to be the pulley. Rope pulley, this guy here. Should be simple. The rope pulley is going to be 1 iron plate, a little bit of wool, and a zinc casing. That's honestly pretty easy to do. The other thing is the drill, which is also just 1 ingot, and then some of these alloys. Also, like, shockingly easy to do. So that sounds awesome. Did we have more? Or is that just our only extra bit of iron? Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna need more iron, which is never a fun sight, but it's fine. Unless, oh, you know what? I think I chucked some stuff in here. No? Did I already get that stuff? I'm guessing I already got that stuff. Okay, well, whatever. We'll chuck that in there, and we'll set that up to do its thing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, well, I mean, I've got to go grab that stuff, I guess. There was a bit left. I don't really. Yeah, that's quite. Did I place it in? Okay, yeah, no, we've got 2 more ingots. That's actually really good. I was like, I swear there's more. That's fine. I believe we can do what we want with this. So I'm going to start off by making the first piece of the puzzle. The first piece of the puzzle will require one of our wool blocks, which is somewhere. There we go. I think, is that all we have? I feel like we've got more, but I mean, it's all we need, I guess. And then we'll need a log and an alloy. That'll be fine. I've got these. Oh, I've got 1 left on me. So, first things first, turn this guy into an igneous zinc casing. Second thing second, we'll turn this wrought iron ingot into a plate. By the way, is it still winter? It's late winter. I was like, I think the stuff's melting. So we now have a plate. From here, we go plate, casing, and wool. And we get a rope pulley. This guy, very, very cool. So, yeah. By himself, he doesn't really do much. I mean, I could show you, I guess, what he does. So we could place him here. We could place a hand crank on the side. And then you can spin it. And I imagine if we don't have shaders on, you can actually see the thing move, depending on what angle you're looking at. And obviously, I can bring a block back up. So there's that, I guess. Visually difficult to see with shaders on. Not the end of the world by any means. So, what's next? Good question. The drill. So the drill needs 1 ingot and 3 alloys. We don't have that many alloys, but we can make a few more because I do believe I saw, these guys in here. So we'll turn those into nuggets. See if we can make at least a few more. Beautiful. grab that stuff back, put it back in there for safekeeping. And yeah, we'll build the next piece. So, mechanical drill. We'll need an iron ingot, which we've got here. And it looked like it will need another, piece of wood and stuff. Now, we can have this guy auto output, which we should do. Yeah, I mean, we should do it. Because like right now, I need a piece of wood. And I guess I can grab one from here, but in the future, we probably don't want to be doing that. So I'll place that there, pick this up, and then we'll use all of these. So mechanical drill. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so where do we go from here? Now, one issue we have is that we used all of our different chassis on this machine, which we really shouldn't have, but we did, I guess. Yeah, is there no way to... I think I placed a torch there. Is there no way to open this chest? Can I not? There's no... it has to be stationary. There's no little loophole. Yeah. Because we can make a portable storage interface. They're pretty cheap. They are pretty cheap for what they do, to be honest. Okay, so what do I need to do in the meantime? Let me try and think this through. Realistically, I do need another chassis of some sort. Honestly, probably a linear chassis. So that's going to be 2 more pieces of zinc alloy, which is painful. I would need more andesite because we've only got this one little piece. I would also need some more logs, which, I mean, I could just chop a tree, you know what I mean? Like, we only need 1 more piece, and then we'd have this 3 plus that. Yes, yeah, it can be done. Well, I'll tell you what, I will go mine up that andesite and do that. Okay, we're back. We have some andesite to go around, and that should be good enough, or at least I hope it should be. So, next piece of the puzzle is I need a singular log from one of these trees, most likely. So we'll grab this guy. The sword chops like 1 log at a time, whereas obviously the axe chops the whole thing down. So you don't really want to be using the sword, but it does work. Yeah, but it does work if you need it, right? So we're gonna do this with this and these to get ourselves linear chassis. Beautiful. So we now have a drill. We have the rope pulley. We have the linear chassis, and we have glue. I believe this is all I need. And some chests. Awesome. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. Do we have a good spot to do this? Yeah. Let's try it over at Sphalerite. It's a nice area. We've got access to the ores. We can sort of see them from a distance, and we can test out how this bad boy works. So let's see if we can dig right there. My idea is that we place the drill facing down, like so. We place the chassis on top, which means I probably want to pick this up again because we want to glue both sides. Now, if you right-click a side that's glued, it glues the other side. So I probably didn't need to pick up the drill, but it's probably not the end of the world that I did. So there we go. So it's now holding that block as seen with the wrench. We can lower this to make sure it only grabs that. Sure. On the top of this, we want to go ahead and place a chest. There we go. So now we can hover over with the wrench. You can see it's grabbing both of them. Awesome. So now, what do? Well, we get the rope pulley. And this guy needs to be above. And I think you can just go there. I don't think that's a problem. We'll find out if it is. And then we attach the hand crank. So now, if I spin this, or crouch and spin this, it should start going down, was my vision. Now, I'm guessing the problem is that this guy doesn't really want to spin. I guess, which maybe makes sense. Hold on. The more I do this, the more I realize I don't know what I'm doing, which is a slight problem. How do I get this guy to move? Hold on. This is maybe there. Does that line up? I think it does. Let's go up here. Okay, so toggle the shaders off, and then start spinning this. Do we see a thing? Maybe I've got to spin it normally. Okay, so as you can see, it's attached. If I crouch, ooh, it's only pulling up the chest. I get you. I'm picking up what's being put down. So this is you ready? This is where I went wrong. I do need to pick this guy up. So what we're going to do, hold on, is we don't necessarily want this part to be this. What we want is this guy to be here with glue underneath. Oh, hey. The chest there, and then scroll this guy to be 2. So now he's attached to both, as you can see there. This guy can probably come down, I would imagine, and go back to where he was. Once again, I'm not sure if this works the way that I'm thinking it does now. But in theory, I should be able to spin this. And I mean, well, it should do stuff. Was my idea. Oh, there we go. Oh, ooh, you can see it beginning. You ready? If we hop into F5 and we stand here, if we keep spinning this, eventually, you can look at the bottom right, it will break that block. Now, I hear you. You're saying this is incredibly slow. It also feels incredibly pathetic. But if we have a bunch more of the drills, we can drill a bunch more of the ground, right? And we can just have this massive bore just drilling. And realistically, I don't need to be doing this. I don't need to be holding right click. I mean, I am, but I don't need to be, right? And we can bring the thing back up, and then obviously we can just look at it. As you can see, there's 4 loose shites in there and 1 poor sphalerite that it dug up. No mess created. It's perfect. It's perfect. So the 2 things we need to do. One is we need a way to spin this without it being a problem. Possibly with a windmill. It's an option. We could do it. What I may do as well, let me just check on this guy. Are you ready to be sheared? It doesn't say that you are, but it doesn't say that you're not. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So maybe we grab the shears and see if he actually is ready. Because that'd be good. I'd love a little bit of wool. So we'll test that out. But I really don't know. I'm trying to think of what the perfect idea here is. Yeah, this guy's got nothing. Useless. I kind of want to just obliterate him. I'll be honest with you. Because he will drop some stuff. Well, there we go. That's one way to get wool. Sorry, little guy. Apologies if that was not the play, but too late. It's happened. I'll tell you what. I'll go grab... Oh, you know what? We've got this food now. Maybe I will smelt it somehow. Alright, let's turn the spindle, make it into string, and then I just loom this, right? And I get wool cloth. Oh, I only get 1 wool cloth. How do I get wool? Do I just craft it? Like 2 by 2? I clearly don't remember. I'm pretty sure you need more. And you need to like properly just loom it all together. That makes the most sense to me. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess in the meantime, it can go in here. Well, you know what? I'm sort of debating what we do, right? We can grab the zinc out. We can make a few more of these little alloys if I grab some more of the rock out. And I'm wondering if we just keep making drills. You know what I mean? Like I go and get some more iron and stuff, some more zinc and whatnot, and we just keep making drills because I have enough to make another little thing out of this, right? Just one more drill. But we can keep making the drills, and even if I have to manually crank the thing, as annoying as that is, if we have like a 9x9 drill going downwards, that's well worth it. Well worth it. Like insanely worth it, right? Or I work on getting a windmill. Or, and here's another idea, I just take that windmill. You know what I mean? Like, I take those sails and move it over there. They're ideas, I guess. I'll tell you what I do need to do as well that is long overdue. I need to just make myself an axe. A proper axe. Can I make a wrought iron axe? I can. I imagine this thing's really good. So, I'll tell you what. I was going to spend this on a drill. Maybe I should... I'll probably just make it into an axe. Because I'm tired of not having... Oh, there's no point. I'll use... The bismuth was good. In fact, I don't think we've even had bismuth. I think we were using copper the whole time. So, well, yeah, we'll give bronze a shot. Well, why not? Why not? Alright, this is good. This is good. I'm very happy with what we've done already this episode. I know we haven't done much, I guess. But the stuff that we have done, incredibly happy about. I really... I want to what do you call it? Expand upon it. Because if we get this drill working, it's just going to be so good. It's going to be fun. So good. So good. All we need is more linear chassis, more drill. Mainly more drill. Because I think... I think we could do it with a radial chassis. Because radial chassis is obviously going all directions. So, but we'll see what happens. Oh, so wait. So I do an upset. Oh, it's not hot enough. I think it lines up perfectly to make an axe. We'll see. We'll see. I'll bring this guy back up to bright red. Give me a second. You know, we'll heat it up a little bit more just to help us out. There we go. So I think I do an upset. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, no, I'm wrong. All right, I think I've got it. Upset, medium punch. Perfect. Okay, and it's well forged. It could be better, but it's not, and I'm fine. So there we go. We have an axe, which means I can actually chop down a tree. I know we've got that guy, and he honestly is really good. I've sort of set him up for automation, but we don't really get the payoff from that for a little while, to be honest. I'm probably better off using the saw as a saw over here and breaking these trees, because at least I'd get the saplings. But for now, it's fine. The main thing I wanted to do, to be honest, was chuck this in there so that we make sure that we have enough stuff. This guy here, I'll obviously, you know, cook up, do whatever I got to do with him. All right, and then we have a wrought iron ingot. Awesome. And then all I need to do is turn that guy into a drill. Oh, which does need one of you to be sacrificed and another piece of wood. This may chop down every tree and connect it to it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, and we're full. Alright. Alright, so boom, boom, pick this guy up, and now we can make another drill. Awesome. So that drill that we have is now slightly better, or at least it will be when I chuck this on. Is it good enough to, and is there a reason to take it to, well, actually, will I be able to attach it here? I don't think I will be. I don't think this is going to do anything. Like, if I attach that there, and we look at it, oh god, and we look at it with a wrench, nothing happens here. We could connect it like this if I was using super glue. Oh, sorry, I think it's just called glue. If I was using a glue tube, we could do that. That would require 4 iron plates, and a lime dye, and a nugget. So, pretty expensive. Don't really want to do that, but we could. It is an option. If we want to do this way currently, I would probably need a linear chassis per thing we do. You know what I mean? And I'd have to figure out how to place it without ruining stuff. But I would have to do this, and then also place a block here. Now, it could be any block, or in this situation, it could just be a chest, right? And then we configure this guy to be 2 as well. And now that would work. This would also go down and drill blocks. Pretty good. So, what is the plan? To be honest, we do need some more zinc, because that's how we make these alloys, and it uses a decent amount of alloys. So we'll go ahead and we'll dig up a decent amount of this stuff. But we're also going to need quite a bit of iron as well, because obviously 1 per drill. And how many drills will I be happy with? I'll be honest, I kind of want a 5x5. I know that's a lot. We would need, what, 23 iron to do that? And I don't know if we've ever had 23 iron on us before. Maybe we did for the bellows or something, but like, that's a lot of iron. But then we'd have a 5x5 drill, and then like, that's pretty good. Like, a 3x3 is good. I just don't think I think I'd get annoyed by it, you know what I mean? Whereas if it's massive, I think I'd be really happy with it no matter what. Even if it's like horribly slow or a little bit tedious or something, I think it would just be worth it. Alright, well, we've got the normal stuff. Let's do a quick bit of sorting just to sort of get our stuff into a mixture. So these little rocks that are like useless we'll put on the right side. Why is there grey dye in here? I don't know, but I guess it's there. And everything else I just want away from it. There's salt in here too. We really don't know what we're doing, do we? Alright, I've made quite the mess down there. Lots of cave-ins happening, lots of death, destruction. We've got a decent amount of stuff. I don't think it's as much as I want if I'm trying to get that the 5x5, but I think we've got enough for a 3x3 at least. Maybe even a 4x4. Yeah, maybe a 4x4. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What I did want to see is I unearthed a big hole in the ground, and I was going to see where that was. Is that... No, so our horse is in that hole. We most definitely... Oh, imagine if I was mining, and the... Yeah, maybe it's down there. It might be that one. There was a few different holes that I made. Oh, this may have been it. Yeah, definitely this one. So I made quite a few cave-ins. Imagine if the bear fell in while I was mining. Now that would be funny. That would have been a good one. Maybe in a different mine, because I think this will be the last time we visit this specific mine. I think we've sort of gotten so much that it's a chore to get the rest of it at this point. I assume I'm going to be far better off, just looking for a different one altogether. I think that's the play at this point. Where is our base? That way. We just rode over the bear, by the way. I will say, I'll be very happy to not have to go back there specifically. That's gonna be pretty... What are you doing? What could you possibly be doing that requires you to sprint in this direction? My God. Am I that bad of a malite? Oh no, halite. Okay. Have we found halite before? Is that... Create waypoint. Halite. And you're gonna go into the ores. What is halite? Halite. It's just a little goodie. Oh, it turns into salt. The more you know. Cool. Alright, but yeah, I'm gonna... we've got some sapphire here. I think we already knew there's sapphire. I think that's what that is. Yeah. So we know there's like sapphire here. It's spelled wrong over there, but that's, we'll live. Let's also don't even think about it. I was just gonna say, let's throw that down. But yeah, I'll look to see if we find any on the way back, obviously, because that'd be pretty good. But yeah, no, that's the boss we're going to. Where are we going? Oh, I switched. I think we were going the right direction over this way, right? Yes. All right, so we are at the point where I can easily do all this stuff. It's just sort of tedious at this point, right? What are our options, just again, in terms of making this easier to do, right? So I think what we want is we want to be able to make the raw ore, right? So we want to search iron, and we want to be able to make this stuff, raw iron. So to do that, we need to make a flux compactor. This will use power, and it will turn our combos into 100 millibucket pieces. Now, you lose a little bit on some of these recipes if you're using rich or poor, and you need 105 millibuckets. If you're using normal, it converts perfectly. This guy needs a lot of iron. He'll need some pistons. He'll need a hopper. He'll need some redstone, and then he needs power himself. I'll be honest, that's kind of off the table, at least for a while. So that's unlucky. That's also the only real way to do it. So, yeah. Damn. Unlucky. Yeah. We could get limonite powder. That's just yellow dye. No point in doing that. So, I could skip the whole ingot thing and chuck it in here. It would use a lot of charcoal. Yeah, do we want to do that? Because then that turns it perfectly into the stuff we need without this whole step. But it would use so much more charcoal. I think it's fine doing it this way. We'll do it. It'll take a few extra minutes, I guess. I'm wondering, is there a way to automate this? You know what I mean? Like using a comparator or something? I don't necessarily think so, because we also need to automate the clicking of the bellows. Once this farm kicks off, you know what I mean, and we start actually getting stuff from it, that will allow us to automate things, because we'll have an infinite supply of wood, in theory. And then we can pump that into this guy using some pipes or some conveyor belts or something. And then from this guy, potentially into the actual forge. And so this guy could be running 24/7. That may be an option at some point. In the near future. The medium future. We can see it. It's like, it's that far away that we can see it. But like, you wouldn't run to it. You know what I mean? It's still pretty far. You'd still probably just maintain pace for a little bit. For a little analogy there, I guess. But yeah, and in terms of these, I guess I'll place them all down. These things, by the way, should be able to be taken out, like the actual ingot, the second they're no longer brilliant white in terms of levels of heat. That's just how insanely hot these things are. All right, what do we have there? All right, so I do think we have enough to do a full 5 ingots as well. So we've got enough 100% to get the whatchamacallit that we want. The mining drills, just a 3x3, that'll be fine. The real question would be whether we have enough zinc and stuff. We probably have enough zinc, but I guess maybe the real question, lots of questions happening, would be the andesite, whether we have that. Alright, so we'll take this stuff out too, and how many ingots are we going to have left? Especially once these go in? Not too sure. I think at least 3. 30 on that. We can get 4 ingots, so we'll just take out one of these and place that guy there, and the rest of these should fill up just fine. So we'll, I guess, start doing that. Sweet, so that's the last bit. These are all filled, wonderful. We've got 20 millibuckets left. We'll put that right back into the vessel. Beautiful. So they'll finish up, and we've gotten a decent amount of stuff. Still not as much as would be nice, but enough. In terms of charcoal, thankfully we've got a little bit more, because we probably are going to use it. In here, nothing on us. A decent amount of stuff. I'll drop it in water and get them all the same temperature so that I don't have to add up like 50 different billion little things. And how do I want to do this? What's the safest way? I guess I'll just drop it here. Alright, sweet. So they're all done. We have 14 cast iron ingots to work with. Easy peasy. The only issue is going to be all the hammers we're going to go through on this guy. So let's go here, 14, 14, that looks good. We'll drop those in. That should mix up perfectly. We'll light that up. And I'll tell you what, it was suggested to me, and we'll give it a shot and see if we think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and make a bismuth bronze hammer. Right? Well, yeah, let's do it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's worth it or not. I don't think it will be, just on the record. But we'll see. If it lasts us a crazy long time, then maybe it is worth it. Because, like, you know, if we spend just a few minutes mining this stuff, like enough to make it 1 ingot, that may outweigh having to switch all those hammers back and forth every so often. You know what I mean? Like, and even crafting the hammer. Because although it's short and quick and easy to do that, like, once or twice, if we're doing that 50 times, it just might not be worth it. If this one bronze thing is worth 50 of them. Oh! It almost got bad there. We'll chuck this guy in. So we would like to make a hammerhead. So we'll... Okay, yep. I mean, that's part of it, right? There we go. Grab that guy out. Luckily, we had a spare. So we'll bring this guy up. He's lined up perfectly. There needs to be a shrink, not last. So a shrink within the last 3. And then a punch needs to be last. So... That's rough. That's rough to say the least. I reckon what we do is we do... a shrink, a draw, a hit, and a punch. But then the shrink's not last. Okay, so instead I need to do a punch. Sorry, a hit, a shrink, a draw, and a punch. There we go. Expertly forged. It's one of a kind. So we'll chuck that in there, and this is our first bismuth bronze hammer. Beautiful. Look at it in all its glory at nighttime in the dark. But we'll sleep tonight. Oh, you know what? I will actually take that charcoal because... I will be needing that. I could have, as in, you probably saw I lost a little bit just there. Very unlucky. Let's grab 12 of this out. Oh, let's grab all of it out. Chuck them in there. Get a little bit more going. I haven't started storing the creosote oil. Sorry. I don't know. I just can't be bothered making any tanks or whatever. It'd be good to have... Oh, we spin around. Arguably, the sooner rather than later we do that is just better. But, you know how it is. You guys know how it is. Alright, I'll eat and do all that stuff, and I'll be back. Oh, in 7 days, by the way, we get our baby sheep. So that's pretty fun. We'll go ahead and shear these guys. Or a baby alpaca, sorry. So, I'd like you, and I'd like you. That'll be 2 pieces. Beautiful. Wonderful. We haven't used any milk yet. Nah. You know what I mean? Nah. One day, maybe, if they're lucky. So that should be enough yarn to make this thing. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I don't know if it's enough to make the wool. Make of the wool. I don't know if it's enough to make of the wool. Yeah, we need 4 bits of cloth to make the wool. Unlucky. We'll store this away and wait until we get some more, I guess. How long has this guy got? He's only got 2 minutes left, and then well, I wanted to get them hot, because then we can do stuff with them quite easily. Alright, so what else should I be doing here? You know what I should be doing? I should be smelting up the sphalerite. We do need to be doing this. 300 is probably enough, right? That's pretty good. Alternatively, I could grab almost 300 there, and then I just need a 15, and then I think we had a little bit of zinc, yeah, and then a little bit more zinc. That's probably what I'll do. That sounds genius. So we'll chuck this stuff in here. All of this I want to smelt up, so we'll do it. That's going to make, how much is that? That's going to make 3 ingots. That's what we're going for, I think. So V on the ground for that. Yeah, 3 ingots. Beautiful. So hopefully. And plenty more charcoal, just in case. Cool. Awesome. And these smelled it very hot. I could have done it in the guy down there, but yeah, whatever. Oh, not there. There. So he should slow the train. He's already doing it. Wonderful. Oh yeah, because we put a bit into him. Genius. So he doesn't need to be empty, but whatever. We'll pour this stuff out. Get 3 ingots worth. You know what? I can probably just take this stuff out anyway. We don't need that stuff going in there. So, wait for it. 100, 100. And empty the rest in there. Beautiful. We could do more. Do we need to do more? Maybe. We could do more later. It's honestly so easy to do that there's no point stressing about it, I guess. What is next on the agenda? Andesite. I hate that we have just all of these rocks and none of them are what we want. That's just... It's painful. We don't even have a waystone that goes, like, into one of these areas. Down near the water would be the only thing I'm thinking of. That's, Janice? I don't know what that stuff is, right? Like, do we have any of it? Doesn't look like it. We have some of the gravel. In fact, I guess I could look it up. This rock here, it's a metamorphic rock, so no, it's not what we want, which is unfortunate. This guy's done though. Ooh, did I miss it? How hot is the stuff in here? Hold on. It's yellow white, so it's still pretty hot. We can definitely work with it. We can make stuff happen. But... Oh, jeez. Yeah, we made a lot of it. But it might not be perfect, so scroll that in there, and I will be back. Alright, this is the last one here. Perfect. We now have all of the stuff we need, including ingots over here. I'll tell you what as well. I think they cool down in the rain. Do they? I don't hear it happening. Okay, we'll go cool these down in the water so that we can actually hold them all in one spot instead of a trillion different spots. I think that sounds pretty smart. And then we'll probably do the same with the ingots here, although to be honest, they may already just be cold. Yep, beautiful. So, this stuff obviously turns into nuggets. We may even have an extra one in there. Beautiful, perfect. We've got 1 alloy on us. I'll double check that we don't have any lying around because I did notice that we had 3 shafts in there. There was 2 already before I put in the stuff I had on me. Looks good. Looks like we don't have any extra, which I guess isn't good, but yeah. So I need to go get some andesite. And then we're good. And then we can craft the stuff and the things. Alright, awesome. I've got a little mine I've set up. A little bit of a interesting lag there. And we can probably go one more further, because you can sort of jump onto the ladders, you know, not the end of the world. And so, that's a quick way to get quite a few stacks. We can go ahead and turn these into the alloys, clears up a little bit of inventory, even though, I guess it doesn't matter too much. We honestly probably need more. I think I underestimated. Yeah, I thought we had more than we did, is what I am trying to say. Our horse waited perfectly, and our base is there. Oh, you know what? I should probably, for the sake of coming back here, because it is a nice spot, let's go ahead and add this on the map. Let's go andesite. Nice. Alrighty, so we're back. The drills need these casings, and they need like 3 of stuff, right? So realistically, that's what we can do. We can make 3 more. but that's 3 more purely due to how many zinc thingies I had. So we can obviously make more. You know what I mean? Like, we're not crazily out of stuff. But it is, I guess, something that I should keep in mind. So, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll pick these up. We can make 3. Sure. Yeah, all right. I mean, hey, it's a start. So there we go, we've got 3. I'm going to need a lot more zinc. And to be honest, it's probably at least all of the zinc that I currently have. Maybe even more will be needed. Because I've currently got what? Yeah, like 5 ingots worth? I'd be surprised if that's enough. Alright, so and then we've got, 2 extra ingots. Okay. I mean, we can do it. That's fine. Oh, 2 extra ingots? Why didn't you say so? Pour that stuff out, and then I'll put the rest in the vessel for later. But yeah, it sort of feels like we're gonna need more. We'll have a bit. Maybe we'll have enough to do the 3x3, and then it'll be fine. But I'm not 100% sure. All right, perfect. Of course, I put the stuff back. Not sure why, but I did. Turn that into nuggets. Turn those into these. Looks like we'll need a bit more. So hey, we definitely made a lot that time. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Remaining, you go there. Remaining, you go there. Okay, so this time around we can do a lot better. This time we can do 6 more. So I've got 3. There's 2 already there. I need 9 total, so we've got 5. So I only need 4. So what we'll go ahead and do is just take away those, right? And we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do 4. And then we can save the other stuff, right? For in case we need it, in case we don't need it. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. 4 more pieces. So we've got 7 total. 2 over at the place that we're going to. I will need more chassis. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Very good question. Very, very good question. I have an idea. I do have a great idea. As you can tell by my villainous laugh. We need a radial chassis to accomplish this. Quick and easy, problem solved. Let's go see if I can carry on to that thought I had. So the idea is that this very first one, you ready? We break this. Yeah, it makes a bit of a mess. That's fine. We pick up this. That drill will go down one, so it'll go there. But in the meantime, we're going to place a radial chassis here. We're going to be gluing all the sides of this. Boom, boom, boom. And then boom, boom. So that gets the other side. And then I should be able to place this guy underneath. And he should be attached because of the guy at the top. If we look at this guy, yep, he attaches it. He's got 2 blocks down, so he's got the whole thing. This guy's got those 2. This guy's got those 2. And what the radial chassis should allow us to do is place all of these on this part here. So if I hover over, you can see it connects. And so we can do that. They don't all need to be at the exact same level, right? As long as they all do mine the block. So I can go around and place all of these on this level. Let's go ahead and dig these 2 down. Like so. And this should work. The final piece of the puzzle is making sure that there's enough, storage on the thing. But that can be done a few different ways. What is one of those ways? One of those ways is, I guess I can just place glue here and place the guy up there. So now I've got 2 different chests. They should both be connected as seen there. The radial chassis down here should connect to all of those, which it looks like it is. If I want to, I could scroll this radial chassis down to make sure that it only carries what we want, which is 1 block around it. And then we can jump and do that. And so this guy's ready. Now this is going to drain our hunger if I just start spinning this. That is true. Is that a problem? Considering I don't have any food on me, it honestly is. So I'll tell you what, we'll go back, we'll drink. I'll bring like, I don't know, a stack of wheat or something to eat. Maybe melons. We'll see what we do. But yeah, this is good potential here. The reason we're not bringing a water wheel is obviously I don't have the water for it. We could do, what you do is you get an encased fan, right? just to explain a little option for us. Now this will be slow, but you can get an encased fan, which would be shaft and igneous thing, a propeller, which is doable. We probably have the stuff for it, to be honest. Yeah, we do have the stuff for it. But you would also need a magma block, right? And apparently you get those in the bottom of oceans. And then you can have the magma block heat up the fan and it'll actually spin. Or at least you used to be able to. I don't know if you still can, but that's what you used to be able to do. It's possible that's still the case. I'll just skip through here a little bit. No, it doesn't. It kind of doesn't look like it though, does it? It hasn't really shown us that example. But yeah, it's an option. It's an option. In here, what do we want? Let's just bring the rye flour. Is that what we want to do? Is that... I mean, yeah, it's tasty. Why not? Pretty much all that stuff's going to spoil anyway, just because of how long it lasts. All right, so let's give this a shot. Back to sphalerite. Here we go. So we've got a 3x3 drill. Spin that, it brings it up. Makes sense. Spin it down. You can see all the stuff spinning at the bottom there. You can also watch our hunger and thirst bar go down. So definitely not viable to do the spinning thing, but I just want to make sure it works. So we'll do that. It's gone down once. We're going to have it do another complete one just to see. Just to let it happen. Because it feels like it hasn't actually moved. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really look like it's gone anywhere. Even though it definitely should have. I mean, that's pretty nice. And then, I'll tell you what. We'll bring it back up. There we go. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Bit of a problem. It brought all that stuff with, which is, I mean, it's both a problem, but it's also not a problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of convenient to have it bring stuff back up. Those beams could be a problem, but it'll rip it up. In here, we have a little bit of normal sphalerite. There's obviously this chest down here, which is not really accessible. Kind of a problem, if we're being honest. But it's fine. It's not the end of the world. The real problem, though, is this radial chassis here. This guy, I mean, he's clearly bringing way more than we want him to. Let's disconnect this. He's set to 2. I swear we had him set to 1. So I'm not too sure what the dealio is there. But once again, it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. I can sleep at night knowing that just took place. Although, better idea would be to increase that to 2. I didn't want to do that. But like send it back down so that we can actually mine it later when we add more stuff to it. So let's just bring this down to, yep, okay, yep, everyone chill. And then lower that to 1, look away from it, place that, and then bring it back up. Awesome. So yeah, pretty cool, right? I think so. I definitely think so. So, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this being down here, like pretty much not accessible. So we'll go ahead and just pick that up. Solve that problem, and then we'll go ahead and place that guy there. Awesome. I'll pick I don't know if I pick up this linear chassis or not, because it's kind of nice having it here, but it's also like, do I need to? Oh, you know what I could do? No, I think it's fine though. Yeah, I think it is fine. You know what? No, it's not. If I place a radial chassis here, I believe they're all still connected, and what this would allow me to do is scroll this guy down to 1. Have all the sides be sticky. And then I think that just works. Like, I think I could just do that. And then we can pick this guy up. A little bit of a mess, but a fixable mess. And place that guy there. And so now just a little test run real quick. Spin that guy down. Okay, so that doesn't work. It was worth a try. So the issue is that they're not, like, connecting. You know what I mean? Like, both of these are radial chassis. They're not like combining with one another, which is very annoying. But I don't believe there's a solution to that outside of no, I can't. Oh, we've got 3 of these. 3 of these makes it doable. That's how that works. 3 of these make it possible. I think what I would do. No, I don't know. Yeah, yes, no. No, yes. Maybe. If I place you sideways, sticky all the sides, unsticky this side, unsticky the top, linear chassis. Oh, actually, yeah. I think, I don't actually know what to make of this. Hold on. If I place this here, and I place this here, and we sticky all these sides, so they're all sticky again. This guy's just gonna move the 1. Is that what we're seeing here? Yeah, he's just gonna move the 1. Okay, well, I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. I've got this. No, I don't got this. I think we just do it as it was. You know what I mean? We just do this, and I just sticky both sides of that, and then unsticky the top, and then sticky this and that, and then do a chest and chest, and then we have the crank above. Yeah. Okay, everything's fine. So yeah, if we attach anything that spins to this side, it'll just do it itself. You know what I mean? I won't have to spin it, and that'll be infinitely better. Obviously, more chests so that we can actually store everything, but that's pretty good. Just before we do wrap it up here, could I easily automate that? I mean, we could bring the windmill over. We may try and figure out a way to generate it next episode, though, because I think that'll take too long. We're already an hour 30 into the recording. And probably the video. I don't think much happened off camera. So yeah, sweet. Honestly, good progress being made towards a lot less work being needed. At the moment, the one issue I will say is the machine that we have, I'll have to rebuild it each time. We'll have to work on... There's a few ways to do it. One way is with a minecart contraption. And I don't remember what the thing's called. But there's a thing you can make. There's a thing you can make that allows you to, like, box up a contraption. I know what the picture looks like. I just don't know what it's called. Or at least I think I do. But it's in here somewhere. And the other option is with a schematic. So there's schematic and quills. There is also schematic cannons, which I guess are not next to the schematic and quill. Are they on the first page? Yeah, schematic cannon, schematic table. We'll bookmark them in case we do that option. Do. And then I don't see the thing. What is the thing? It looks like a thing that lets you drive a minecart into it. And it's on this page. I mean, it has to be, right? Boom, here it is. Card assembler. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. Yeah, pretty cheap. So we could do that. We can make that happen, I'm pretty sure. What you do is you place this underneath the structure, right? Or like you connect the structure to that sticky part of this block, and then you run a cart underneath it. And the cart grabs the entire thing, depending on whether you have redstone or not. And then you can just pick up that cart and you can hold it in your inventory, right? So you can hold this, you can take it to your mine, you place down a rail, you place down this thing, you deconstruct it so that it's an actual machine again, let it do its thing. That's probably the easier option. So yeah, pretty cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you are still enjoying the series. Hopefully you're having fun. Hopefully I'm not too annoying. Hopefully it's good. I know we've got one of the developers for TFC, right? Terra Firma Craft, tuned into the channel, and popped by in the Discord. I find that funny. You know what I mean? Like just based on how things have been playing this pack and just the pain, the excruciating pain. And they check in, and they were so nice, right? And like they had positive and like nice things to say, and it's like, how? Like I expect them to just be a villain. You know what I mean? I'm expecting Dr. Evil to enter and be like, how are you enjoying my mod? Have you seen the sharks with lasers? And it's like, no, instead they're just nice. And it's like, I want you to be a villain. I want to have someone to point and yell at to be the cause of all the pain in the pack. But yeah, so that was pretty nice. Thank you, of course, to the channel members. We're getting weird lag spikes. I don't know if you guys have seen that this episode, but it's a little bit weird. I don't think I have a reason for it. I'm just looking around at my screens and I'm like, nah, I don't think anything should be causing that, but it's happening, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you if you are a channel member. Even if you're not, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi and Andre, for supporting us financially via that aspect. And yeah, thank you guys. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. I do need to get a thumbnail. I haven't gotten that yet. You know what? Let me eat some food. But yeah, goodbye.